The thing about reading an economy is that everyone wants to stare at the shiny stuff. Gold markets, indexes, big tickers on CNBC, but the real signals, they show up long before the headlines. And they show up in places most people never bother to look. If you want to know when the contraction started, don't look, don't watch gold. Gold is the lagging indicator. The move is when the panic is already public. You watch cardboard, you watch plastic, you watch glass, aluminum, you even can watch lumber, the stuff that moves through the veins of manufacturing before consumers ever see the finished product, because cardboard is honest. Cardboard doesn't care about politics, narratives, or market optimism. Cardboard tells exactly how much is being shipped, stored, moved, manufactured. When cardboard demand drops, it means warehouses aren't filling. It means warehouses are already full. It means orders aren't coming in. When orders aren't coming in, it means a slowdown has already begun, quietly, months before anyone admitted it. And that's exactly what's happened this time around. People keep saying the downturn started in 2024. No, it started long before that. You could see the first cracks right after the lockdown era. The supply chain shock created a false boom. Everyone was ordering, importing, stockpiling. Warehouses were bursting. It looked like growth, but it wasn't growth. It was catch up. Then came the tariff cycle and Trump's second term. The tariffs didn't slow imports, they accelerated them. Everyone was rushing to bring in as much as they possibly could before the next tariff adjustment. Warehouses filled up again. Manufacturing didn't boom, it stalled because companies were sitting on mountains of inventory they needed to burn through first. That's when the recession in manufacturing quietly began, not in 2024, not when the economists finally noticed, but when the warehouses were already full and the cardboard demand started slipping. The cardboard was just the loudest whisper, but other materials were talking too. Plastic packaging, compound containers. When plastic output drops, consumer goods are already slowing. Glass bottles, screens, industrial parts slow down. Here means both manufacturing and food beverages, distribution are tightening. Aluminum cans, frame automotive parts, aluminum demand is one of the earliest industrial indicators. Lumber is not just construction, it's crates, skids, pallets. When lumber for industrial shipping drops, the slowdown is already underway. The materials don't lie. They don't wait for feds. They don't wait for jobs. The numbers, they move when the real economy moves. By the time gold starts rising, unemployment is already rising. By the time gold spikes, the contracts are already deep. The contraction's already deep. Gold is the panic indicator, not the early indicator. The sovereign way to read the economy is simple. Watch the stuff that moves before the panic. Watch the stuff that touches everyone's industry. Watch the cardboard. The recruiters saw it first, and here's the part the economists still don't want to admit. Recruiters saw the downturn long before the Feds did. Recruiters saw job postings quietly shrinking, hiring freezes that weren't announced, companies restructuring without saying a word layoff, contracts roles drying up, manufacturing positions going unfilled because production was slowing. The Feds adjusted rates based on reported numbers. The recruiters adjusted expectations based on real behavior. The one is a month behind the other. If you want to understand the real economy, you don't watch the markets. You watch the materials, you watch the warehouses, you watch the packaging, and you watch the things that move before the headlines. The sovereign lens isn't about predicting the future, it's about seeing the present clearly without the noise, and the present started shifting long before anyone admitted it. Like, follow, and subscribe. We'll be back with more.